Hi there, this is Molly, and welcome to another teaching video where we talk about the energies of transiting planets around your natal astrology chart. And in this video, we're going to do a brief explanation of what it means when a transiting planet moves from your 9th house across the midheaven into the 10th house. Now, in a previous video, I described for you the significance of the 4 different quadrants in your chart and how each quadrant is 3 houses that have the same energy theme. And in this quadrant here, Quadrant C, it's the 7th, 8th, and 9th house, which is how you begin relationships with people who are equals, how you merge, how you're intimate, your worldview, your opinions, what you believe. And when a transiting planet goes through this house, it's understanding more about the world, your experiences. You see how it's at the high point in your chart? It gives you that higher perspective. This is the energy of what you believe in, where you have faith, where you have trust, what matters to you in the world. It's foreign travel. It's what you've seen in the world, what you've collected through your experiences, and how those experiences have formed your opinions, your understandings, which we would call beliefs, and your worldview. It is often subjective because it's based on your experiences. It's based on those relationships that have formed you up until the 9th house. So a transiting planet through the 9th house is saying, okay, how do you see things now? What is your understanding of the big picture? And then that transiting planet moves from the 9th house, which is your reality and what you've collected, and it moves across the midheaven. And the midheaven is your place, the highest point in your chart. It is public recognition. It is where you are seen and viewed by others. It is often associated with career, profession, public status, and your purpose, how you share your energy in the world. That's what your midheaven is about. And so a transiting planet asks you to take all of this, and not just what's in the 9th house, but really what you've accumulated since the 1st house journey started. And you take all of this and you say, okay, this is what I am here to offer and share, and how can I make it real? Because the 10th house is a reality check. It's the real world. It's something that needs a purpose and has a place in the bigger world, the bigger community. It has a function. And so you take perhaps all these ideas and what you've come up with and how you see things and these things that can be really inspiring here, and you need to make it real. And so that transiting planet is saying, can you take this inspiration, this opinion, what you've learned, and put it into reality, offer it back out into the world in some form. And depending on what the transiting planet is, it depends on how that energy will be offered and shared or experienced in the real world. Now, Pluto is all about transformation, so it changes something deeply here. Neptune dissolves it, so you could feel confusion about your job, confusion about where to go, confusion about what's going on. Uranus shakes something up. When it moves between the 9th and the 10th, it releases you. It says, that's not me. I've got to do it my own way. Chiron can be that wounded part of you that doesn't know where you belong or where you fit in. It always depends on the astrological sign. These are just general points about the planets. And then Saturn makes something real. You've worked hard with Saturn. You've put in the time, the energy, the discipline, and now you can experience more, perhaps even recognition with the Saturn transiting this point in your chart. So this is significant because it's the most public point in your chart. It's viewed by others. It's where you can be recognized, accomplishment, achievement. You go up a level. You start something that has more meaning to you because of what you have learned and accumulated since that transiting planet has been through the 7th, 8th, and 9th houses. You've formed the relationships. You let some relationships go. You've had people stick with you who have the same goal, like they're on the same page, and now you're ready to make something real. I'm just speaking in generalities here, but just to give you the idea of how all this flows together, how it all keeps moving through. So a transiting planet is asking you to understand how these relationships that you formed are helping you with your worldview and what to do in your career to make something useful, purposeful, to be recognized, to have a purpose, and to be a part of something bigger than you. 10th, 11th, and 12th houses are bigger than you. They are the world at large. So you're taking a lot of energy here. It actually started in the first house. That transiting planet went through all of these houses, and now you're taking something and making it real as that transiting planet goes into the 10th house. So this is significant to understand. It can require a lot more energy in the outer world, a lot more time at work, a lot more time at your desk, your career, even your family can take up more time because the 10th house is associated with our commitments and our responsibilities in the world and in the world at large. So you have a sense here that something bigger than you requires your energy and where you need to show up. And then that transiting planet keeps moving through here, and it's going to move through the 11th house and the 12th house. But this is where you're going to be really interacting with the world at large as it transitions through these parts of your chart. And then in another video I did for you, I talked about the transition between the 12th house and the first house. And I hope that completes the circle and helps you understand how all these energies play together, what they all mean in the bigger circle of things. So anytime there's a transiting planet between the 9th house and the 10th house, it's a big time in your public life, your career, but it depends on what planet it is and what sign it's in, because that's the energy signature of how you'll experience it. So the 9th house and the 10th house are significant in how they transition you from the relationships you've experienced and how that's helped you form your understanding of the world and moves you into a new sense of what to do with it. How do I make it useful? How do I make money? How do I follow what's true for me and offer this energy out in a way that ultimately serves everyone? So I hope this video has been beneficial in helping you understand what it means when a transiting planet moves from the 9th house to the 10th house. And I'll be back here soon with another teaching video for you. Thank you.